Hello, hi, I'm Paul and I'm a teacher at SET English. In this session, what we're going to be going through is how to study OET. We get a lot of people asking us, I don't know where to begin, how should I start, what kind of material should I use, how do I know when I'm ready? So we decided to put this quick guide together in which I'll talk about the SET study path, okay? So the study path is what we're going to be looking at. So what we can do is we can get started on that. I've got a study document here, which is similar to one that we might use in one of our classes. Here it is. And basically, I'm going to work through this. And then if anybody's got any questions, you can let me know and just put them in the chat box. If you want to ask any questions or get in touch with us, I'll give you some ways to contact us later on as well. Okay, so let's get started. So what should we do? First of all, we have to understand that there is a study path. Everybody's different, yeah. We've all got different levels of English, but ultimately we all have to go through the same process, the same number of steps in order to successfully take our exam. So the first thing is learn about the exam, okay? You need to know about the format. You know, how many types, how many sections, okay? How many different question types, okay? At the moment, if you're at the beginning of that process, you don't know the answer to this, okay? So how do we do it? Well, you can either attend introductory classes or you can watch introductory videos. And I think probably it's not worth spending money on going to classes to do that. I would say watch introductory videos. I would say that premium providers like SET English, we've got this. We've got introductory videos where you can learn all of the different sections, reading, listening, writing, speaking, all of the different question types like gap fill, matching, short answer, multiple choice, that kind of thing. And so this is the easiest step, I think, but these are your two choices, okay? Attend introductory classes, watch introductory videos, and that will be quick, okay? That's the first stage. Second stage is a bit trickier, okay? Learn strategies. So when we say learn strategies, everybody is looking for a trick, aren't they? They're looking for the technique. What is it? How do I pass this section? How do I pass that section? If there's one thing that I can do by telling you about the study guide, it's to tell you that there is no trick, that there is no one technique that will do it, but techniques and strategies are essential, okay? So we do need to have, we do need to know, I should be doing this whenever I go to the exam, because what you want is you want to have a predictable exam experience, don't you? Every time you do the listening, you don't want to be thinking, oh, how do I do this? You want to have an approach which you can rely on, something which is flexible, maybe even a plan A and a plan B. So for this type of question, I'm going to approach it this way. If I can't achieve my target there, I'll have this backup strategy. So things like elimination, simplifying question stems, select the words, signposts, all of those kinds of things. Learn about them. Now, again, here is where I would say, choose a premium provider to get advice. Okay, again, this could be on video or this could be in class, I guess. I think live classes are really good for this. And I think also video courses are good for this as well, because what you're doing is you're learning something and you probably want to repeat it. Okay, so we're all busy. We've all got different shifts and different lives. We've all got families and friends and different priorities that we need to do. So video courses can be really, really useful for this. You can watch them any time of day, when you've come off your night shift, when you're on a break or something, and you can replay them. So I think it's really, really useful. But it is good to have some kind of live interaction there so you can speak to teachers about it as well. So those are the first two stages. The third stage is really essential. Okay. Yes, you learn the strategies. Now you've got the strategies in your mind. You need to practice. Okay. And I think that this is where a school like SET English and where other premium providers really are really powerful, because you need to have time pressured practice. Now you can do this at home. Obviously there is self-study. Yeah, you can do self-study with mock test materials. True, that's good. But in live classes, you have colleagues that you can learn from. You also have no control over the time, so you can't make it a bit easier for yourself if you want to. But you can also, you've got teachers, okay, and at SET we've got experienced teachers who can analyze questions and answers in a live setting, and you can give your input, you can ask questions. This is really important to be able to do this. You've got the strategies, you've got the techniques, you've got the knowledge of the exam, but I would say these are the two different things, and you need to do a combination of these. Yeah, it is possible to not go to live classes. Some people do it. I understand. That's good if you're extremely committed and you're very dedicated, and you're practicing in a certain way, and you really are in control of you're in control of the way that you're studying. Okay, great. But if you need some guidance and you're not 100% sure about how to implement strategies and why this strategy worked here and that one works there, then live classes really help in that respect. Okay, so learn about the exam, learn strategies, practice. Next, assessment. Okay, now this is something that unfortunately you can't really do on your own. Okay, so again, choose a premium provider. And if you're wondering what I'm saying by saying premium provider, there are some organizations, some teaching organizations, training organizations and schools like SET English who are accredited by OET directly. We've been through their training. They've quality checked our feedback and our understanding. We've made materials and tasks for them which give an indication that we know how the exam works. So choose a premium provider and do live mock tests, writing assignments, maybe a bit of one-to-one to analyze reading and listening. Okay. When you do this, you'll get a clear idea of what you're good at and what you're not good at. Okay. And that leads on to the next point, which is work on your weaknesses. So when you do an assessment, what you'll find is that there'll probably be some gaps. You might have some gaps in certain skills, such as scanning, skimming, question prep. It might be a speaking thing, in the clinical communication criteria. Or it might be choosing content or organization in the writing, etc. There are many different skills and things that we need to work on. But if you get assessment, then you know what they are. You can work on those. Okay? And then what do? Get more assessment. Okay? Unfortunately, that's just the process. It's an iterative process. Okay? Educational progress is, and I'm going to say it again, an iterative process. Okay, that means we repeat cycles. Nobody does something once and then learns how to do it and knows how to do it forever. Okay, it's not like that. We're not children soaking up the world around us. Okay, we repeat cycles. Okay, so Assessment, work on your weaknesses, assessment. So repeat your assessment. Okay. And then, last one, book your exam. When an expert tells you you're ready, book the test. Okay. Yeah. So when an expert tells you you are ready, book the test, and then in the lead up to the test, maybe give yourself a little boot camp. Okay, with really intensive self-study. Now, what you might be thinking is, there's a green box here. What's behind this green box? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's improve your vocabulary and grammar. Now notice that I've got it all the way along here. If we're talking about OET study, it's not just about this study path, which is really, really essential to understand. Know where you are, okay? If you've done the test 4 times already, okay, well, you need to go on in here and you need to find out what it is. If you don't know anything about the exam, you need to start here, okay? But everybody needs to improve vocabulary and grammar all the time. You just always have to be improving this. If you think, oh, well, I'm good at English already. Okay, well, maybe in here, in terms of this weaknesses, maybe you've got a vocabulary gap. Maybe there's a lot of words that you don't understand in reading part C, and that's the reason why you're not passing. Okay, it really improves your time management when you know what all of the words mean and all of the phrases. So this is my advice, okay? Always be improving vocabulary and grammar, and then follow this study path. And I can't say enough, this premium provider, they're really, really important. They give very valuable advice. And don't make the decision based on, well, I can save some money if I don't do it. Because in the end, you'll end up paying twice, 3 times, 4 times for the exam. Plan your study properly from the beginning. And if you want me to go through this with you, if you want to have a chat with me about it, I'd be more than happy to do it. Just get in touch with us and I'll show you how to do that here. Okay. So if you go to our website, you can go to contact, really easy. Just put your name in here. We can get in touch with you. We can give you some advice that goes straight to our inbox and I'll probably respond. Or you can get started. You can choose a program. It's really, really easy. You just start now, add it to the checkout, pay with a bank card, and you can start immediately. Okay. So basically, it's important to take control of your practice. The end result that you want is to pass the exam. It's more likely that you'll pass the exam if you feel relaxed and controlled and prepared on the day of your test. Okay. How do you get to there? You have a good study strategy, and that's what we can help you with. Okay. So thanks for watching, and maybe we'll see you soon. If we don't, good luck and take care. Bye-bye.